Oh man, summer 2017 was hella weird. I mean, this year so far does not suck as much as last year, for sure, but you know, it could get there. We still have a few months. Doesn't really mean though that there's no enough music to escape, to enjoy it, to make you feel better in general. In that sense, summer is actually pretty amazing, as well as summer last year. Frank Ocean released Blonde, God bless. Lots of great music releases came out this summer, and in this video I will try to talk about albums and EPs that haven't really made it to a full separate review on our channel, but we've still enjoyed them a lot and couldn't stop listening to them through this 3 entire months. Starting off with one of my biggest girl crushes from this year, SZA and her super long anticipated debut album, Ctrl. 49 minutes of perfection. SZA, I do love her voice, I do love how honest she is in her music. The female representation in it is totally exquisite. I love the production on the album, so many elegant instrumentals on there, so many amazing producers who've collaborated on this. 3 years into making, definitely was worth it. It's arguably one of the best R&B records from this year. Exciting newcomer in the electronic pop female-led field for me this summer was for sure Noga Erez, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, with her debut full-length studio album Off the Radar. I've catched her performance live at Primavera Sound this year and thought she was really fun. She reminds me of a couple of other mysterious electronic dark pop sexy ladies, but there's still something new and different about her. I'm not a huge fan of her vocals for some reason, but I do like some of the production choices on there, and this is probably the coolest stuff and the most unique stuff I've heard coming from Israel. If you know any other cool indie pop, electronic, experimental, indie rock music outfits from Israel, shout those out in the comments down below. Let's do this. Let's create another world indie segment on our channel. Dance While You Shoot though by Noga Erez is a definite bop of this summer. It's a really good track. One of the sweetest desserts from this summer's underground music table is Kirin J. Callinan with his Bravado album. This album, oh my god, if you haven't heard it, I don't really know what you're doing. This is one of the biggest truly pop records of this year. It sounds huge, it sounds modern, it's out there, it sounds bad, but in a very beautiful, enjoyable, weird way. There's some really cool, interesting collabs as well. Plus, Kirin's public persona never disappoints. He's one of our personal favorite social media influencers out there. He's really funny, and yeah, he's just the man, the GOAT, you know, he's cool. I like how we have a lot of girls in this list. Next album I want to mention is by Marika, Hackman. This is her sophomore release, I'm Not Your Man. Marika is an incredible solo artist from the UK. I feel like she brings a lot of new charisma, new energy to the British stage. She's signed to one of our favorite record labels, by the way. I like how gentle and how vulnerable her album sounds. The guitar palettes on there are truly magical, and some of those tracks will definitely stuck with you thanks to those compelling Britpop and folk influences. Have to talk about Bleachers' summer album Gone Now. I remember one of you asking me about that album in the comments. I do remember that. I can't really call myself a huge fan of Jack and Toniff, but on this album there's a couple of really good songs. Perfect 80s teen drama soundtrack pieces. I can easily imagine myself dancing, losing my mind to tracks like Dream of Mickey Mantle, Don't Take the Money, or Let's Get Married. Good pop dancing material record. Great job, Jack. Really want to mention Escape by Doldrums, a Canadian music outfit, I believe. This was my first Doldrums record, though after that I've listened to other releases and they're also really good. This album, Escape, is probably the least summer one from this list, as it to me sounds more dark and more grim than other stuff, though I mean it doesn't really matter, but what I mean is that whenever I would listen to it in July or August, in my mind I went to this cold electric atmosphere of some sort of gloomy nightclub in Berlin or somewhere. Listen to Stitched Together Man track, for example, and try to get there. It's pretty cool. Polar opposites albums and artists on this list. The next one is a debut album by Aminé Good For You. This one is fully a summer release. It screams Los Angeles from start to finish, I think. And it feels so right. Aminé is a really funny dude. I love him. He has a great flow, and I love to come back to this release to feel happy, to feel free, and to feel lightweight. Plus, it's a perfect kind of cool party soundtrack. I have so many favorite tracks from this album. Besides Spice Girl, Caroline, hits, I do really like Blinds, Turf, Wedding Crashers, Shut the Fuck Up, and this Hero track with that guitar sample. I know that Girlpool band is featured on there, whether in production or vocally or both. It's so random and so cool. Girlpool is a really nice girl band, and Aminé is a really nice, funny dude. Yeah, most of this album sounds pretty fantastic and super fun. Daniel Caesar's debut record, Freudian, it's such a jam. It's such a soothing, romantic piece of music. Maybe it's his voice and the features, maybe it's somewhat gospel influenced tones appearing here and there, maybe those relaxing, even a little bit seductive melodies. I don't really know, but this one will put you at peace. You will feel wholesome, you will feel relaxed, and one with the planet Earth. Ceasar is a talent to look out for. He has style, he's really cool, and he truly can make you fall in love and feel that love, and it's a beautiful feeling. Queens of the Stone Age came back with their 7th record, Villains, fully produced by the man himself, Mark Ronson, and maybe co-produced by Mark Rankin, I'm not sure. I guess Ronson is behind that accessibility to this band's sound. This is arguably the easiest listen from all the Quatsa discography, the most radio-friendly one. To me, with all of their guitar riffs and swagger, they still sound like that band, showcasing classic cool guy picture on a motorbike in front of the American flag. On this record though, there are moments which could get you surprised for good, so it's worth checking out. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard released 2 records this summer, Murder the Universe and Sketches of the Brunswick East. I can't really say that I'm constantly surprised with every single thing on any of the releases, to be honest, from this year at least, but it makes a lot of sense when you put all those records together, back to back. Listen to them all and you will find some incredible moments. Considering they're so fast, so maybe rushed to put all this music out there, it's very impressive, and I honestly don't know how they do it. Maybe they don't sleep at all, maybe they live in a recording studio or like bring it with them all around the world. It's magic or some Australian witchcraft, I don't know. Now Solo Driven Liars released TFCF album with that really weird cover art, hardly fitting to any album, though it kind of fits to the content. The album itself sounds like a psychotic, apocalyptic, lonesome nightmare of some sort. It's a moody, strange scale of sound, some of it great, some of it not so much, but I will definitely recommend you to check it out for yourself, hear for yourself. For example, me, I really like the production on this record, the mixing and how some of the vocals blend in together. It's very interesting. If you like dream, poppy, shoegazy, relaxing tunes and interesting female vocalists, then you've probably already heard of Japanese Breakfast and her Soft Sounds from Another Planet album. If you haven't, well, the album title speaks for itself. This is the music of cosmic journey, though sometimes with more acoustic-y touch. Let's call it that. It's a very pleasant and fulfilling listen. One is summer's best, for sure. Toro y Moi also came back with Boo Boo release, another pleasant touch of summer breeze. Really cool funky record, lots of personal introspections in there, surprisingly. Though for me, this was more a background summer music album rather than a full immersed listening experience. But I do really appreciate the path Chaz chose to follow now. I think he's growing up and it beautifully fits his music heart. A lot of people recommended me to listen to Planetarium by Sufjan Stevens, Bryce, Dessner, Nico, Muhly, and James McAlister. Really cool collab album, really interesting idea behind the album. And most importantly, it sounds really good. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's spacey or that it presents you a particular cosmic feel in the closest possible way. I feel like Japanese breakfast album does much better job at that. But Planetarium is mostly a metaphor, like a collection or encyclopedia, a distant look into space, a planetarium walk, in fact. Good release though, thanks for recommending me to listen to that. I wanted to, but for some reason didn't, and then you said, hey, like, you should check out Planetarium, I think you would love it. I like this album, it's a good album. Some nice soundtrack albums from this summer, in my opinion, were Twin Peaks Dean Harley one. Sinister, it's mesmerizing. If you're a fan of the show, if you're a fan of some creepy shit, then I 100% recommend you to put your headphones on and listen to that, immerse into that. Also, Oneohtrix Point Never, shout out Russian fellow dude, composed a score for Good Time, film that I really want to see so bad. And yeah, the music sounds fantastic. Opium did it again. I really like his stuff. And I feel like the scoring role he took might get him pretty far. And film industry, far. I really want to hear more movie scores like that one. Few EPs I really want to quickly mention in this video are 9 Inch Nails' Add Violence one. I have still quite a few questions about it. Don't really know for sure how to feel about it, but check it out. The running progressions and even some aggressiveness that come from those tracks, it was wild and was really nice to hear from a band like that. Alice Glass, now a solo artist, came out with her debut EP, self-titled, which at some parts reminded me of PC music influenced experimental pop music, but also elements of Grimes and earlier Crystal Castles too. It's a definite must listen for all the CC fans as well as the experimental pop music lovers. Now I'm actually quite excited to hear with what Alice could come out next. Denzel Curry 13 EP was pretty fucking good. Just 5 tracks, real nice taste of something in the future. The instrumentals on there blow me away. Hate Government track is so nice. It's a really good track. Surprisingly, I quite enjoyed Lany's debut album. It's nice, chill, radio pop friendly songs which you can groove to and don't really think about anything. Also surprisingly, Lil Peep's debut album wasn't that bad. It's not something I would listen on repeat every day because it could get pretty annoying, but I do like the vibe of some tracks. I do like the 90s, the 2000s influences here and there. The emo revival, the intensity of it. It's really not that bad at all, as I thought it would be. Few releases which did disappoint us were Royal Blood's new record. Sounds neither exciting or versatile. Haim's new record, Something to Tell You. It was boring and it was really hard to finish that listen. Haim is a really cool band, but I don't know, I can't really get myself into their music. Casey Hill's debut record, I guess a lot of people, including myself, put a lot of hope in her and in that debut, but it didn't really deliver. Both Washed Out and RAC's new records, like those producers, but not their new releases. They're so very stale and kind of lifeless. But yeah, if you have more time and want to check out more music from this summer, look up for PC Music Month of Mayhem compilation album, Storybook by LTO, Kwon EP by Korean pop legend G-Dragon, Puff EP by Bernice, new Holy Fuck EP, new Broken Social Scene album, Damien Dubrovnik, they have a new release, Sex Style as well, Fake Laugh album, self-titled was pretty good, Milo's new album, and probably new record by Grizzly Bear. Those are almost all the albums and all the EPs we wanted to talk about and to mention in this video. This summer musically was fun and good. I personally was mostly listening to hip-hop. A lot of really consistently amazing hip-hop albums came out this summer and I was just obsessed. I was just dying listening to all of them. It was really good. What you've been listening to this summer, what do you think about all the releases mentioned in this video? What do you think we've missed in this video and in all our reviews we did from June till now? Let us know in the comments down below and write down why do you think this release deserves the love. We are really excited about fall season. This is my favorite season. Some cool albums already came out on September the 1st and this week as well, so let's pray I will have some time to write down those reviews and deliver them to you. But for this video, that's it. Don't forget to like and to share it. Also subscribe to our channel to see more stuff. You can hit the notification bell to get news about what we're doing, and follow us on social media everywhere. You are welcome. We want to talk. Let's do it. Saying goodbye to summer 2017. Bye bye. Peace off.